it's Mary, and I hope that you are doing well. Today's project has to do with creating from quiet. And my idea for this project came from a couple different places. First, I was thinking of artists that I really like, and there's a performance artist whose name is Marina Abramovich. And she's someone that some of her work I just really love. And one exhibit that she had was called The Artist is Present. And she would sit on a chair in the Museum of Modern Art in New York, and there was a chair across from her. And people would wait in line to sit in that chair across from her. And they were instructed not to touch her and not to speak to her. And as they sat there, she would make eye contact with them. And people lined up and waited for hours to sit in the chair across from her and be looked at by her, and to make eye contact, and in turn look at her and make eye contact with her. And when I watched the videos of this event, the emotions of the people who participated is just incredible, and makes me think that there's a lot of power in seeing and listening and being seen. And so I tried to figure out how we could incorporate this into one of our activities. Then the other night I was sleeping, and this may have happened to you at some point. I was awakened by a weather alert at 5:23 in the morning. And then I couldn't sleep, of course, so I was just laying there awake, but the window next to me was open, and I listened to the sounds of nature, and I watched things happening out the window. So I heard the wind rustling, and I heard the rain falling, and I heard the leaves being blown by the wind, and I saw lightning, and eventually I saw the morning light brighten the sky. And so I decided to try to make something of that. And often my creations involve photography. But what I did this time was to use some of the words that I had made a mental note of the things that I was witnessing, and I wrote a poem. And my poems aren't like a poem that follows poetic rules and is written in iambic pentameter or anything like that. They're more just a collection of words that I like the sound of. And at the end of this video, I'll share my poem with you. But here's my idea for something you can do. All right, here's my idea for something that you can do. Pick an amount of time that you want to sit in quiet. So you can do this, I've done it in the past as short as 1 minute. This time mine lasted 30 minutes. So after you determine the amount of time, just sit in a quiet area and listen and observe. Choose a way to notate the things that you're aware of. So you can write down words, you can write down sentences, you can record sound or video, take pictures of what you witness. However you want to do that, it's perfect. This is your creation. Do it however you want. You don't have to focus even on listening or hearing. If you want to focus on one of the other senses, like what you feel if you're sitting in the woods, or the sound, the sense of the woods around you, or wherever you are, that is all perfect. Again, it's your creation, so do it in a way that is most appealing to you. So after the quiet phase of this, where you do that part, then create something from your activity. So anything you want. You could write something, you could photograph, you could draw, you could paint, you could sing, you could write a song, you could knit, you could weave, whatever you want. The possibilities are endless. Just remember that this is a creation by you and for you. So whatever is most meaningful for you is what you should do. And since I promised my poem, I will grab it and I will read it for you. The Morning Storm. A rumble of thunder, a rustle of wind, the patter of raindrops again and again. Lightning that brightens the sky and the woods. Stay here all day? I wish I could. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will be back again next week with another Create the Summer video. Have fun!